This is day 13 of 100 Days to Glory, of course the series counting down to the World Cup final with iconic World Cup moments. So we're on to day 13 today, which means it's 88 days until the World Cup final on the 19th of July. And of course, in the 100 days leading up to that final, I'm going to tell you one iconic moment every day from the World Cup. And in doing so, I want to try and reach 2,000 followers before the World Cup final kicks off on that 19th of July. As you can see, this is the updated follow count. Any likes, any follows, any shares are greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's look at today's moment. For this player and moment, we're going back to the 2014 World Cup, and we're talking about Colombia, and more specifically James Rodriguez. This one's actually quite a personal one to me as well, because he got me into football properly. I only really got into football around 2014, 2015 time due to that World Cup. There's a sweepstake in primary school. I got Colombia, of course they exceeded expectations. And that's what probably got me hooked to football, James Rodriguez and Colombia. The moment I've chosen for today is that goal against Uruguay, that absolute wonder strike. But of course that tournament as a whole for James Rodriguez was unbelievable. Of course in the group stage, Colombia beat Greece, Ivory Coast and Japan with James Rodriguez scoring in all three. And then that round of 16 clash between Uruguay, of course two South American giants. And in the 28th minute, of course this is when that wonder strike happened. James Rodriguez chests the ball and then volleys it. And I've got to say, it's such an unreal goal. One of the best World Cup ones I've ever seen. I mean, it's just the audacity to think he could pull it off, and of course he did so brilliantly. And of course it was just one of many magic moments by James Rodriguez in that tournament. Of course he'd get a second in the 50th minute as they progressed 2-0 against Uruguay. And that set up yet another South American clash between Brazil and Colombia. Unfortunately, Colombia would bow out in the quarterfinals, of course, after a 2-0 loss to Brazil. James Rodriguez would score a pen in the 80th minute to make it 2-1, but it wasn't enough. But that goal, of course, meant it was the top scorer in that tournament, got the golden boot, and of course it earned him that move to Real Madrid. Of course it didn't quite work out Real Madrid, but that tournament is still definitely one to remember from James Rodriguez. As always, if you enjoy this sort of content and this series, leave this video a like, drop me a follow, and stay tuned for day 14.